Okay, I am calling this done. This is my back rear door. I have been. Welcome to my channel. I'm Anna. This is my van Vanna, and I invite you to join me on my journey to convert Vanna into a campervan. So, come see what I'm working on today. Okay, good morning, everybody. I am sitting here by Vanna, and this episode is going to be on me finishing up my, facing the inside sliding door and my rear door. So I wanted to face that up from the inside to make it look a little nicer, and also toward the end. So let's get to it. All right. So this is what I'm doing for my door, my sliding door. I got a this is a strip of plywood. It's 3/4 inch, but I have it attached behind the two lips. I had to make one hole, and one hole already, I guess, existed, and I used it. I don't know which side was which, but this is going to support most of the weight. And then for this right here, of course, I formed this frame out of pine wood, so it's really light wood. And there are two on my door. There's two little holes, two little slats with holes that I got like a wing nut, a nut with wing, a 1 inch span wing, and slid the wing into the hole and put a washer in between this and that hole, and I slid this in when I got it in there, put another washer and a nut and tightened that down, and that's on here good. But it's just these two screws that are supporting all of this. Now this isn't heavy. Again, like I said, it's pine wood. It wasn't that heavy, but still it's supported by these two. That's why I'm hoping that when I put my panel on here, that it would this would support most of the wood, most of the weight, and kind of pull it up. And so what I'm doing down here in the bottom is came with the cover from the factory, and I'm using those holes as template to make these slats. I'm not sure what I want to put back here yet. I'm kind of debating between putting some shiplap up here, or just cutting out a, some kind of panel. I'm not sure yet, but I want to keep the weight down, so I don't want it to get too heavy. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let me show you the panel that the facing that I have so far. I'll show you that. So this is the facing I have, and the way I made this is that frame that I cut out and made out of pine wood. I just laid this on top of it, or laid that on top of this, and I traced it around, and I traced in the holes, and I measured from here to top. Initially I measured it all around to try to get it to fit the door, and then later I kind of put the end on to get it temporarily in the door, and I traced around and from the inside of my van to get that right. I had a hard time tracing this side, but that worked out. And so this is what I have so far, and it's really nice. It's Luan plywood wrapped with fabric and some foam under there. So that's light. So that's what I got for that. Okay, so this is what I did. I just used this right here, the hose for template. I put this underneath this and traced it out. So you can put this under here. So I just put it under here like this. Put it under and traced it, and then thread a hole. And so that was my template. Okay, so I got it on for the most part, just up here with a couple of screws. Nice what it looks like over there. So that's what it looks like. Let's open it. Yeah. Open it. Got that much space left over. I really want to put a mirror up in here. So let me see if I can do that. Okay. I am calling this done. This is my back rear door. I have Vanna essential storage on the window and the top portion there. And for the bottom, I used the template that came with the van and the same, you know, fasteners, and I just used the template and put that back up that way. The one on top, I made a template, and this one at the top, I didn't drill in holes. I used toggle bolts, and I strategically put the toggle bolts in the corners so it can grab the lip to pull it in. So that's all I did with that. These are screwed in using the hardware that came with Vanna Essentials, and so I did both doors the same way. Both doors the same way. And so I'm calling this done. I did not use fabric or anything here. I don't think I'm, you know, that good. I think I would mess it up trying. So I just left it this way. So there you go. And this is my sliding door that I did. I had the bucket screen up. Kind of, you gotta go past the bucket screen to get out. But anyway, this is my door. I made a little inch shelf here and a shelf down here. On this side, just fabric on the top and the same board on the bottom. I actually have stripped the wood underneath this right here to screw it on. And I put up here a little handle right here so I can open it, you know. So on this side, which I can access when it's half open. More fabric, another compartment to put stuff in. The dog leash and the Starlink cable for now. And so I can still reach down here to pull this if I wanted to. Not really in the way of anything. So anyway, this is what I have. And I just use this right here to close it if I need it. If I need an extra pull to close it. And that's what I got. This is my door. I'm gonna consider this done. Man, I should have done this. I should have done it, the door here, like before I enclosed it with my closet and stuff. Cause it was kind of hard, and I made a couple of scratches on Vanna, getting things in place. So, but there you have it. My sliding door and the rear door are both complete. So I can check that off done. Yay.